What is going on, Taurus? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your reading for the month of November, and I decided to pop up on camera for you guys only because I missed October readings, right? And I'm like, dang, I didn't want to do y'all like that. So yeah, I'm just popping up on camera for a second. You still will get the same format of reading with me showing the cards. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a precursor of the energies that I was kind of downloading for you guys. This is going to be a general reading, by the way. It may not resonate with everyone, but if it does resonate with you, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel like always. You guys should also follow me on IG if you don't, at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. Now, for you, Taurus, what I was feeling, the number one energy or vision that was kind of coming through was appetite. I'm feeling like in the month of November, you guys are going to have this type of new appetite where you're very hungry for some new energy. You're very hungry. What I saw was kind of like, you know how you're hungry, right? Sometimes you get hungry and you don't exactly know what you want to eat, right? Like sometimes you're like, okay, I know I'm hungry and I know that I want to eat something, but I don't know exactly what it is that I want to eat. This is what I'm feeling with your energy. It's like you have a new palate, you have a new taste, like new taste buds that are coming through in life in general, right? Not just talking about food, but I'm talking about for what you want to do with your life, what projects you want to get into, how you want to invest your time, right? So I feel like in November, you're really exploring these new taste buds. October, for some of you guys, could have been about clearing your plate off, right? It could have been about clearing your palate. And maybe for you, it could have been manifesting in a way to where you didn't really have a taste for food, or maybe you didn't like eating the same type of food that you have been eating, or, you know, it could have manifested in different ways, right? Maybe you went back to eating a certain way that you haven't ate for a while. But I feel like there was a real reset of energy. So in November, you come in with this brand new clean slate of energy. You come in with this brand new appetite for something new, but you don't quite know exactly what it is. All you know is that you're hungry and you want something to eat, right? And this is talking about, you know, spiritually, or this is talking about ideally. You have new ideas, you have new projects, you have new passions that are coming through, and these energies are here hitting you, but you don't quite know exactly like what it is that you want to do with it yet. And so you're going to kind of be exploring. A lot of you guys do know the ideas, but maybe you don't quite know how you're going to be carrying it out. So you're experimenting with different things. I'm feeling this for relationships too. It's kind of like you want a different type of love, you want a different type of connection, but like I said, it's new to you, so you don't exactly know how that looks in 3D, right? You don't exactly feel how that looks, so you're out looking for something, but you're like, I know what I want to eat, but what is it? Like, I want to eat something new, but you're going to have to do the exploration to find what your taste buds want, right? What your new taste, what your new palate actually wants, all right? So that was pretty much your precursor. I'm going to hop into your readings. We're going to look at the cards and see what's going on. I missed you, Taurus. What's up? Hopefully you guys have been doing good. Let's see what your cards say, and then we're going to move on from there. So let me pause for a second. All right, Taurus, so we're about to hop into your reading. This is your spread right here. Already pre-pulled for you, so we're going to be hopping into your present energies right here like we always do it. Looking good. After that, we're going to tap into your futuristic energy on the left side. A lot of major arcana, a lot of great energy going on for you in November. After that, we're going to check out your fairy card right here and see how that matches everything else. All right. Let's do this, Taurus. So starting off, crowning your reading, you do have the Six of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands. So with this Six of Wands energy, this is some forward movement that's happening for you. This is talking about an elevation, a graduation. This is talking about recognition, right? This is talking about you earning your stripes, right? You representing yourself in this reality to the fullest, and coming out on another side of something that could have been very challenging at the same time. The Six of Cups is talking about a graduation mostly, right? Like you've passed a test. And so if you definitely were tested in the month of October, or you've been being tested for the last couple of months, and you felt like, you know, it was some very challenging times, this is the card that shows that the universe has recognized that you have passed some tests, or you've jumped through the loops that kind of were thrown to you for you to elevate. Right? So Tauruses, you guys are always elevating and being promoted and rising up and evolving in some type of way. So congratulations once again. I feel like I say this to you guys almost every reading, right? I'm also feeling the feeling that you have went out and done some exploration already when it comes down to this new palette that I was talking about. And now you're coming back into your community, you're coming back into your village, you're coming back into your city, and it's kind of like you have some new things that you want to express to the people that are around you, right? You have some new findings. You've been out surveying the land, and it's like now you come back in and they're like, okay, so what did you find? What did, you know, like if you think about in older times how, you know, princes or princesses or knights or whoever, right, used to go out and they would kind of like travel around the world in some type of way, or travel to other villages and other cities, and then they would come back and then everybody would be like, well, what did you see? Right? I feel like in a certain way, a lot of you Tauruses have been the person that have done this for your community or your soul family, right? Or your family in general. You have been going out exploring energetically and finding out what's out there, what new findings, what new evolutionary things are happening, right? What's the cutting edge in technology or whatever that could be for you. And you're bringing it back, and I think people are recognizing that you have this futuristic flow. I feel like a lot of you guys also are in the future, and that's one of the challenges that you deal with, is that you're way ahead of your time, right? And so the challenge that you have is trying to relay the message of being way ahead of your time to people that are still in, you know, regular time, right? That are in real time when you're seeing in the future, right? I think that's one of the biggest things that, one of the biggest challenges somebody like Kanye West has, or something, where he's seeing the future a lot of times and he's trying to relay it, right, in terms of the real time. But some people could be like, okay, you're crazy, or you're lost, or you're, you know, it's crazy because I was just looking at an interview of Kanye West. Somebody had posted it on their IG. And what he was saying made a lot of sense, right? Especially if you're looking in 4D, 5D. But to somebody else that's just in 3D, it wasn't making a lot of sense, right? They're like, what are you talking about? Like, you're talking about things that's 5-10 years ahead of our time. Like, what's happening right now? Not saying that you guys are the Kanye West of your time, because some people just don't sit well with Kanye West. But if you do, then you can connect to that. But that's just an example showing how you're ahead of your time. We have the Ace of Wands right here. So this is talking about this new drive that you're coming into the month of November with. November is going to be a brand new month energetically, is what I feel. Even though we have retrograde season going on, and it's, you know, Scorpio, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, I still feel like you have these new ideas that's coming forward and coming in, these new upgrades that are coming in, and you're really trying to see what you can do with them. Like, you're really trying to find. So maybe if you're not actually taking the steps forward right now to get active with the energy, or to, let's say, relay a certain message, you're really using this energetic boost to find out exactly what you want to do with it, to plan with it, right? Because it is retrograde season, and usually the advice is you don't want to start anything new while Mercury is retrograding, because things are kind of going backwards. At the same time, though, if you feel the energy to do something new, you should do it, because you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Six of Wands, you've already completed some chapters and closed out these older cycles, and like I said, you're ahead of time. So for some of you guys, the retrograde season might not even be affecting you like that, right? People are going to be in November energy and Thanksgiving energy, but you may already be in 2020 with your energy. You may already be in the new year, right? And energetically, this is how you're going to be feeling, while other people are celebrating festivities and, you know, the holiday season and Black Friday and wanting to do Turkey Day. You're thinking about what am I going to do January the 1st? Like, what type of new things am I rolling out? What type of new energy am I stepping into? How am I going to plan this? How am I going to release this? How am I going to, relay this message? So I feel like this is where you're at. Everything for you is forward movement. And you have this boost of energy because you're thinking a lot right now. You're thinking about what you're going to do. And like I said, you're in 2020. So use that energy to the best of your ability, right? Also, that appetite, right? What I was talking about, find out what new things you want to consume. Find out what new direction you're heading in. Find out like what your new palette is about. Because I feel strongly for a lot of Tauruses, you don't have the same taste when it comes down to creativity, when it comes down to food, when it comes down to people, when it comes down to energy, places, environments. Your tastes have shifted in some type of way. All right. 4 of Pentacles energy is right here. Sorry about the dogs barking outside. Hopefully that's not a major distraction. 4 of Pentacles clarified by Temperance, and you have the King of Swords. All right. So 4 of Pentacles energy is being a little bit protective of your energy, right? Being a little bit closed off, holding back a little bit. This could have to do with this Mercury retrograde season in Scorpio, right? Where you're feeling like you don't want to release too many of these ideas that you do have. But I feel like deep down on the inside, you're bursting with energy, right? You're sitting on fire in a certain type of way. But I feel some of you guys want to wait until the right time to release it, right? So I feel like you're letting this fire build up. You're letting this Ace of Wands energy build up, these new ideas kind of build up inside of you until it's time for you to just release it, right? Until it's time for you to just vomit it out, right? So yeah, this is what I do feel like you have like this best kept secret or something, or it's the secret that you're holding on to, these new ideas that you want to release. These new ideas that you want to release, but you're like, okay, it may not be time yet. It's probably not time yet, right? You're thinking very logical about this too with the King of Swords here. And you're also trying to find the right balance with the Temperance card, right? You're trying to make sure everything in your environment is balanced enough for you to release these new ideas. You're trying to make sure the people that are receiving these new ideas are ready for what it is that you have to say. And you want to just relay this message because like I keep saying, it's more of like a futuristic energy. And so you understand that you're going to have to be releasing this in a time where people are not maybe ready to receive it. So maybe there's a certain energy about this that you feel anxious about because you think that people won't receive it, right? And you're waiting for the right timing, the right balance of energies for you to release this new idea or this expression. A lot of you, I'm feeling like you're wanting to express something though. And it could be killing you right now that you have to hold off on it, right? Because everything doesn't match up in your life. Like maybe you're getting your finances together. Maybe you're getting your living situation together. Maybe you're dealing with a relationship, and it's a lot of different moving pieces. But coming into November, I'm seeing a lot of these things starting to balance out. So you're going to feel that you can start kind of opening up a little bit more and exercising some of these new ideas and this creativeness that you have, right? You also could be in connection with an air sign right now with the King of Swords here, that maybe you felt closed off to, maybe they felt closed off to you too. Somebody was turning their back on somebody else, if you have been already dealing with an air sign. But there could be some balance coming into this situation. I feel strongly like this could be somebody that you're close to. It doesn't have to be romantic, though. It could be like a family member or a friend that's an air sign that you're wanting to find some balance with because things have been kind of closed off between you and this other person. Maybe because some things happened in the past, right? It's a lot of energy shifts that were happening in October, and it had to do with partnerships. It had to do with relationships, right? Because everything about Libra has to do with partnerships. So maybe some things had to be closed off in October for you, and now you have a renewing of energy or reconciliations that could be happening with this King of Swords energy. For some of you guys, it could have to do with a love interest too. It could also be somebody new that's coming in that's wanting to bring balance into your life, or you guys balance out at a very good rate. You have a high level of compatibility, maybe. So look out for that at the same time. But you are in observation mode with this King of Swords also. Observing your environment very well. You guys are very grounded, Taurus, in the month of November is what I feel. Very in tune with the present moment, even though you are attached to this futuristic energy. You're going back and forth between seeing your vision, seeing your future, seeing your goals, but also being in the present moment and understanding that the work has to be done right here and right now. Yes, I love that energy. Let's keep it moving. Over here, we have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Wands. So this is kind of what I was talking about, right? You're very passionate about these new ideas that you want to move forward with, but there is a certain energy of balance that needs to happen, right? There's a certain energy of you juggling two things or more things at once, and you're like, okay, well, if I do this, then that's going to have an effect on this. And if I make this move, then I'm going to have to move this piece. And so you are playing chess with your life. You're very much so strategizing in the month of November, like I said, because you want to roll out some new things into your world, even if this has to do with just your personal life. You want to introduce some new things into your personal life. And so you're seeing what things you can move around in order to bring it in, because you are juggling, right? This doesn't show up as you being indecisive, though, because you're moving forward very passionately into this newer energy with the King of Wands here. But you are making sure you stay balanced at the same time, and you don't get too far off on this and neglect something else. You're making sure that everything is balanced at the same time. Like I said, I'm really seeing that you're very much in tune with your future vision, but very much in tune with your present energy at the same time, and what you must do and what needs to be carried out day to day. So you're looking at short-term and long-term goals, and you're blasting through them both, is what I feel, because you have all of this energy to put towards to your new goals in November, right? You see how one ship is very close, but the other ship is far off. You're completing some daily task, right? Everyday task right now, but also you have this bigger vision that all of these smaller tasks connect to, that you're working on. So I'm loving this energy, Taurus. Keeping it moving, this is the Judgment card, right? So you are having some type of recollections that are coming to your mind, some awakenings that are coming in. Definitely, this is a spiritual energy that I feel, that you are tapping into your spirituality more so in November. I feel like for a lot of the collective in October, we were so much tied into the 3D realm, tied into the matrix, because we had to do some shadow work. We had to process inside of the 3D material world. But in November, I feel like a lot of you guys are going back to the astral realms, having a lot of deeper dreams in November, having a lot of your gifts come back online, and you're starting to see how you've grown with your spirituality in November. Because we took a deep plunge in October is what I feel. But in November, you're coming back to the surface, and now your spirituality is like, okay, this is where you've grown. This is how your intuition has grown. This is how your clairaudience has grown. This is how your clairsentience has come online, because you've endured so much and you've continued to move forward with this Nine of Wands energy. You're continuing to develop yourself. So you're on this path of development, and you stay focused no matter what. I'm seeing a lot of strength that you guys have right now, Taurus. Like, that bull energy is very much so here. And against all odds, you're still elevating in a spiritual realm. Against all odds, you're still developing your personal self, right? You're still awakening. You're still on this path. You're still on this journey against all odds, even though you've been thrown for so many loops, especially recently. But you do have help here, right? I'm definitely feeling you're in connection with your higher self in November. You're getting back connected with your spirit guides in November. You're getting back connected with your ancestors or whoever it is, right? God, source, spirit that you connect with. If you feel like there has been like a disconnection and you have just been here to do it all on your own, right? And you've been just having to see where you are at with your own eyes, and you haven't been getting that insight or those synchronicities or that feeling of connection to something bigger. I feel like it comes back in November, because October, I talked about this in the live stream that I did recently. It was a lot of tectonic shifts that were happening, major shifts that were happening, and so everything was just thrown up in the air. But now the dust is settling, and now you're finding this new connection, this renewed connection to spirit, to yourself, to your spiritual self, all right? Also, some of you guys are walking away from some past situation. 5 of Swords energy with the 5 of Cups. Turning your back on some past energies, some past mentalities, some ways of thinking, ways of processing, ways of seeing the world that no longer serve you. And so with the 5 of Cups, you're no longer crying over spilled milk, right? You're no longer thinking about these past situations that no longer have been working out for you. They just don't serve you. And there's a release happening in November that I do feel for you guys. There's a major release that's going to be happening on a spiritual level, right? And I feel like this has a lot to do with your spiritual upgrades too. In order for you to elevate, in order for you to go into this newer cycle that's coming in for 2020, there is some releasing of energy that's going to be happening. And this could have to do with an individual. This could have to do with some people. I'm feeling this is more so with people, environments, soul ties that you may have to be cutting off, and no longer, you know, wondering and thinking about or reminiscing about that past situation. We're running out of space, so let's get in your futuristic energy, but I'm going to pause right here to give us more space on my camera. All right, Taurus, we are right back, and we're going to be hopping into your futuristic energy. And guess what I just started hearing, like, before I started recording? I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, my God, that's crazy. I was hearing I love you, and guess what? I just looked up on my wall, and let me see if I can zoom in on this. Look at that. And I was not looking at that card when I started hearing this. But just in case you didn't see it, it says, I love you. What? Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. So, yeah. That's crazy. But, yeah, I started hearing, I love you. I love you. I love you. I just love you. Like, I love you. Like, that's crazy. So, yeah, Taurus, what's going on? Futuristic energy, Ace of Wands, clarified by the Queen of Cups. You're about to be in some type of love energy, I feel like, in the month of November. A lot of you guys could definitely have some love coming in. Possibly a water sign with this Queen of Cups being here. But I do feel like you're in the Queen of Cups energy too, where you're just like wanting to be in love with love. Like some of you guys are really some romantics is what I feel like too. And it's like you want to be romanticized, right? You want to be romantic. You want to show your love in a certain type of romantic way. You want somebody to romance you. You want this passionate love connection. Wow, Taurus. So you're desiring something is what I feel like, and I do feel like you're manifesting it at the same time. Right below that, we had the 4 of Wands energy with the Ace of Cups. But I kept hearing, I love you, I love you, I love you, I just love you, like, I love you, I love you, I love you, like over and over again, right before I was about to start recording again. So it's somebody here that really loves you. Definitely Ace of Cups energy, Ace of Wands again. And it's somebody also that you have this passionate connection with. Whoa. Passion. Definitely. And it's like you love to be loved right now. You love it. I think you love this love that somebody is about to be giving you in November. I do feel strongly like it could be some reconciliation type energy for some of you guys that are kind of like in tune with that twin flame journey 1111, you know. And I hate to be that person that talks about, oh, the old flame is coming back, somebody is coming back from the past. But for some of you guys, there is some reconciliation. For other of you guys, this is brand new. Ace of Wands coming in. And it could be a water sign with this Ace of Cups, with this Queen of Cups, possibly. Doesn't have to be, though. It could be a fire sign. It could also be this air sign that I was talking about for some of you guys. But I am feeling this passionate new connection happening in November, because everything is new with you. These energies are new. And it's like, this is the other thing that I was talking about with you desiring something. You have an appetite for something, and it's an appetite for this new type of love. And I feel deeply like for you guys, it has to do with romance. Like, you're like, I'm tired of I don't know if you guys have been experiencing another type of relationship or another type of soulmate where it was more closed off, it was more mental, it was more disconnected. Maybe you haven't been dealing with suitors or love interests in the past that have been like more romantic and into being lovey-dovey and cuddled up and watching movies and drinking wine and like going for long walks in the park or going to the beach, or like, I don't know, candlelit dinners, or like writing you love letters or doing this romantic type of stuff. But I feel like in November, maybe it's just the holiday season, is like you're wanting and desiring this type of love, like romance. Wow, Taurus, are you guys romantics? Oh, I never knew that. I never knew. So yeah, you want some romance, and I feel like romance is coming in for a lot of you guys. 1111, right? Four of Wands energy, talking about you partnering up with somebody that you have a strong love connection with. Ace of Cups. Wow, this is a deep soulmate connection that I feel with you and someone special. Roses, red carpets, red wine, white wine, fire lit chimneys, sitting by the fireplace. Yes, cuddled up, cozy, Netflix and chilling, the real Netflix and chilling. What else do I see? Going out on a date, definitely. Having some good drinks, having some good laughs, some hand holding. Like, I'm seeing some real romance right here. Like, it's all coming in. And this person that you're connected with, like, you really feel like they have the potential to be somebody that you could marry. Like, I'm just going to put it out there. You could have longevity with, you could have a family with this person, because the way that they're coming in, or the way you're coming into them, it's like, dang, somebody is like really trying to like sweep you off of your feet. And I feel like they're doing it the right way. Like, if you're a woman, I feel like this person is coming in to really court you. And it's like, hey, like, they're setting up everything. They're taking you on some fresh dates. You know, it's like they really want to let you know that they're serious. You see the way that he's looking at her, like, I'm serious about you. They're not just doing it like, well, you know, let's just go out and see what happens. Let's just talk, you know, and just see what happens. Nah, they're looking at you like, nah, I know what I want to make happen with you. If you're a guy, I feel like it's a woman that's coming in, and they're letting you know, like, that they're showing you in a certain type of way, like, they want you to be their man. Like, it's certain things, you know, that women do when they really, really want you. Like, when they come around you, like, they really show you, like, they want to have longevity with you. And women, it's certain things that men do when they really want you, right? They do certain things, like they're into certain details. They catch certain things that you like. They find out what you're into, and they kind of give you that, right? I'm also feeling you guys have a certain compatibility with love languages with this person. You guys might have the same love language, right? So if your love language is touch, I feel like this person has the same love language. Or if your love language is gifts of service or acts of service, then I feel like they have the same one. But there's some type of high compatibility when it comes down to love, like soulful connection, and when it comes down to sex. Definite, passionate connection. Dang, Taurus, what's going on? Do I know any Tauruses? Okay, yeah, my fault, I got sidetracked. So, the star card. I'm just like, really, y'all got some real heat coming in for November. Dang. I want some of that love. Like, okay. Then we have the star card clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So you're definitely in star mode. You're definitely shining. And I think it's because of this connection that you're in, Taurus. Like, somebody is making you feel like you're their star. Someone is definitely making you feel like you're their star. And I feel like they're putting you first. With this Two of Pentacles here, like, I feel like maybe in the past with past connections, or even maybe with this person, you could have felt like if you have a relation, if you have like a history with this person, and this is somebody that you've been dealing with already, in the past, they could have made you feel like, you know, you were playing second fiddle, where maybe they weren't giving you all of their attention, right, in the past. But I don't feel like this was mostly because of another person. I feel like this had to do with something financially. They were more so focused on material wealth than on a love connection. Or you were the person that was more so focused on material wealth than love, or, you know, getting your finances right. But now there's more so of a focus on love in November. And you are making somebody feel like they're your star, or somebody is making you feel like you are their star, and everything else revolves around you. Dang, Taurus. So yeah, somebody is kind of like making you a priority, or you're making somebody a priority amongst the rest of the stars right now, right? Because I'm seeing like either you have a couple of different options that are floating around you, but there's one person that really stands out to you, that you're wanting to start investing and pouring these emotions into, pouring this love energy into. And you're no longer wanting to like choose between this person and another person. Maybe before you were juggling the idea, or this could be vice versa, right? Where the other person, you know, has this star energy, and they have had a lot of suitors around them, right? But now I feel like they're making a choice with this Two of Pentacles energy. They're choosing to make you the number one star. Or even, you know, from you looking on the outside in, you may feel like this person has a lot of different suitors, but they're making it known to you like, no, I may have like these people like that's around me, but you are the one that I want. Like, it may look like I have a lot of attention, but I want my attention to go to you. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling. That's what I'm picking up. And there's like this love connection that's coming in with you and this person, like for sure, for sure. All right, so something is about to be communicated, and I feel like this is in love that's going to definitely take you by surprise. 8 of Wands coming in, strong communication coming in, and you're just going to be surprised and shocked because somebody is letting it be known that I want you. I love 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 you. So I don't know if this is somebody from the past, then it makes sense because they're like, I love you. I'm realizing I love you. I love you. I love you. If this is somebody from the present moment, right, or that's coming in that you haven't met yet, it's like maybe they're not saying I love you, I love you, I love you like right off the bat, because that would probably be kind of weird. But they're showing you through action that they have love for you. Like they want the love you guys have towards each other, or the connection you have for each other, to grow. So they're investing and communicating, expressing to you their emotions, their love. And for some reason, this is kind of catching you off guard. You're like, oh, snap. Like, wait, what? And this is making you kind of, have a tower moment where you're shocked. You're in shock, and you're probably not going to know what to do, is what I feel, because this person is looking at you intently, staring at you, and they see you as the star. And there's a certain part of you that you're like, oh, it kind of will scare you a little bit. When they start to express this love for you in this type of way, you're about to be like, oh, maybe frozen a little bit, like, shit. Yeah, but this is what I'm picking up, Taurus. So, yeah, have fun with that, November. Yeah. For your fairy card, we have the Ace of Spring, and I like that. It says, it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. So this is the energy that you're definitely in. This is what I've been talking about, right? You're about to really be pursuing some ideas. You're pursuing some projects. You're definitely taking action in the month of November, and you have this beautiful vibe about yourself. This beautiful, magnetic attractiveness. And this is probably why this person is wanting to come in like, oh, shit, like, sorry about the cursing if you don't like cursing, but they're like, oh, shit, damn, no, you're it. You are the one. Like, I see you. Like, you are the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is beautiful. I know you guys are an earth sign, right? But if you're taking on this Queen of Cups energy, right, male or female, the Queen of Cups is one of the most beautiful energies in the tarot. And guess what? She knows it. Like, yeah. That's that like real, like beautiful, like the diamond in the rough, that treasure. And somebody is realizing that, like, you are a treasure in the month of November, and they don't want to, like, lose you. They don't want to kind of, like, miss this opportunity. So they're coming in, I feel like, and expressing this to you in a certain type of way with this 8 of Wands energy. But even though, like, you know you deserve this, like, your thinking mind is about to be like, oh, what did you just say? What? Like, and yeah, it's kind of going to be it's going to throw you for a loop. So be prepared for that. If I'm talking to you, Taurus, if you've been resonating with this reading, like, yes, somebody's coming to sweep you off of your feet for the holiday season. It is cuffing season, so it kind of makes sense. It's cold outside. And somebody wants to cuddle up with you. Somebody wants to make you their warm body, but not just because it's cuffing season, right? I think somebody really wants this longevity with you, and they want to be cuddled up with you every winter. Ah, that's so romantic. I like it, Taurus. That's about it right there. I'm going to wrap up this reading. Hopefully that resonated with you guys. I do have personal readings back open. So a lot of you guys have been emailing me about that. They just will be going a little bit slower because I'm kind of really still getting back into everything. And personally, I still have like a lot of things going on. I let everybody know, like, I moved to a whole nother city. I'm in Chicago now. I moved from Florida. And everything is brand new, and I'm really just adjusting to the move. So personal readings will be open, but it may take more than 48 hours for me to get it to you if you want that. It may be more like, you know, like 3 or 4 days before I can get it to you. So just a heads up. Yeah, I will see you guys maybe on the mid-month reading for November. All right, Taurus.